When you create a document from scratch, you'll use styles to format your headings, your titles, and your body text. If you're working on a document that was manually formatted using the commands in the font and paragraph groups, it might be easier to clear all the formatting and apply quick styles. Let's take a look at how you can format a document. We've already entered our text, we've already checked our spelling, we're fairly happy with this draft, and now it's time to apply some styles. We could have done this as we created the document. This is our document title. We'll simply choose the text and choose the title style. This is a higher level heading, a heading 1, so we'll apply a heading 1 style. This is our normal text, looks just fine, it's our body font. This is a heading 2, and I don't have to do these individually. I can hold Control and select multiple heading 2s and format them all at the same time. And then here we have another heading 1 at the bottom about a probationary period for new employees. So I've formatted this document using heading 1s and heading 2s, and I can change my style set if I wish, as we saw earlier, to a style set that I might prefer. Now let's look at a document where somebody's already gone in and applied some formatting. This document looks like it has styles applied, but in this version of the document, formatting was applied using the font and the paragraph groups. You can tell by simply clicking on some text that is formatted and notice that it's all normal, no matter where I click. In other words, from Word's point of view, this is all one set of body text that's been dressed up, that's been painted. I can take a look and notice that a color was used here in bold, but I'm looking to my font and my paragraph groups in order to see that. In other words, no styles. So there are really two choices here, two approaches that we can take to decide how we want to update this document. If the person who formatted this document formatted consistently, for example, if we did it a few years ago, or if whoever's doing it understands the use of titles and headings, then we can convert the formatting that's already here to styles. Let's take that approach first. First, this is a title, so let's make it a title. And then let's choose this text, and I'm going to right-click and go to Styles and say, choose all the text that's similarly formatted. When I do, you'll notice that Word selects all of the red uppercase text in the document. Now, some of these are heading 2s and heading 1s, but I'm simply going to format them all as heading 2s to begin with. And then go back and choose the 2 heading 1s and format those separately. That was relatively painless. That was pretty quick. There are some other text in this document that is bolded. For example, here, employee, exempt. And I can look at this for a moment and try to determine what it was that the author had in mind. It's a little bit of mind reading, but it looks like these terms might be bolded for a reason. So I'm going to select some of this text and say, show me all the text that's similarly formatted. And you'll notice once again that Word identifies all the bold text in the document. Now, the bold was applied here. That means that that bold style will be used no matter how I change style sets. But there's a corresponding style to bold that's called strong. It doesn't look like a big change, but it is, because now I can format this document using a style rather than simply having clicked on bold in the font group. There's a corresponding strong style in every single style set. So if I switch style sets now, notice here that it's bold and red text. My strong text here simply bold, and here simply bold. So now I've reformatted this document that had all manual formatting to begin with. If it's not as clear why the author chose particular formatting, it might be easier simply to remove all of the formatting in the document. Let's take a look at this document from the beginning yet again. So here's this document. Perhaps when we opened the document, it was not necessarily clear how the formatting had been used. It might be, for example, that some of these were red and some of these were green, that you couldn't necessarily tell what was being indicated by the formatting in the document. To quickly remove all the formatting in your document so that you can start again, select the document, click Styles, and choose Clear Formatting. This will remove all the formatting in the document, returning it to its original draft state, and then we can proceed to format as we did originally by simply determining what we're heading 1s, what we're heading 2s, and applying our formats as we go through. Once you know the advantage of styles over font and paragraph formatting, it makes sense to format or even reformat all of the documents you create or edit using styles, making formatting and future use easier for you and for your colleagues who work on the document.